that's a bit of a sticky wicket when it comes to making that choice, burial versus cremation. Boy, there's a lot of different factors that will come into play. One may be religious. I mean, some faiths are certainly averse to cremation, and burial must be the end result. Aside from that, it's really a matter of personal preference. I can say that personally, I am a cremation-oriented individual, as is everyone in my family. And to me, I find cremation is a good idea for a number of reasons. I find, firstly, that it is efficient. I view it as very sanitary. It doesn't take up as much space, and you have a number of different options with respect to what do you do with ashes thereafter. Whereas if a burial is to ensue, you're really restricted in your options. It has to take place in a licensed, registered cemetery. Whereas with cremated remains, yes, you can scatter them over the ocean or over a lake somewhere. Bear in mind that if you are your intent is to scatter ashes on private property, you do have to obtain landowners' permission in order to do so. So that's a simple courtesy which should be extended to most any landowner, God willing. But if ashes are to be spread over the ocean or a large body of water, bottom line is you do as you darn well please, and just be mindful of wind for obvious reasons, and you scatter the ashes there. I try to encourage with families that have suggested scattering may be the ultimate goal. Bear in mind that is, for obvious reasons, an irreversible process, and you need to ask yourself, well, are we ones that feel it's important to visit a cemetery, a gravesite? And to that I would say, yes, I am one of those people. I do visit my family graves. My family's all buried in a little rural cemetery north of the city, and if I happen to be driving by there, I will almost always stop in and pay them a visit. Typically on the anniversary of my mom's death, my wife and I will head out to the cemetery, and we'll often pour a glass of wine, and I'll walk around the darn cemetery, and I'll talk to them, and I bring them up to speed, and I try and tell them, well, this is what's going on in the world today, and I hope you're doing well in the afterlife. Can they hear me? I don't know, but I often feel better when I leave there, just having paid them a visit. And I find that's good soul food. That's good for my heart. So those are the different questions that you do have to ask yourself when it comes to cremation versus burial.